All right, Hoboken, I have some questions. I'm not familiar with the area very much. I live in Ocean County, but I had seen an article about restrictions for 4th of July weekend with parking and with just entering the city with your car. They are pushing for public transportation, checking IDs, they're throwing a big concert. But within that, I was receiving messages and comments about their tax increases. And we heard all about the deficit with Jersey City because it was so big and they got a bailout. But it looks like to me what's happening in Hoboken is happening to a lot of other places in New Jersey where they just got hit with a municipal tax increase and a school tax increase. Now, on the municipal end, they were looking at a $17 million deficit. So they were looking at a 20% tax increase. They ended up with 11.5%. Now, on the school end of things, they were looking at a 27% increase, and it looks like they settled at a 23.6% school increase. Now, that doesn't mean you add those two percentages together because they're different parts on your tax bill, but it's two big increases. So on the Hoboken website, it gives the average taxpayer would have an increase for about $520 annually on the municipal end and $715 annually on the school end, which is over $100 a month. Now, it won't come up that their state aid was cut because they were given an increase this year, but I guarantee you they hit that 6% cap and were due to get more aid than what they actually received. I can't find how much more they should have received according to their original formula. But what I also see is a big push for affordable housing in Hoboken that all got pilot agreements. And a pilot agreement is a deal that's done with the developer where they get a decrease in what they pay in taxes. And a lot of the taxes that they do pay go to the municipality, which then the municipality can say, oh, we're going to kick back some to the schools. But when you put those housing units in, you're bringing people into the town, the developer is getting a discount on the taxes, and the schools end up with sometimes an increase in enrollment and need, and then they're not getting the funding. So here's one, the clock towers. This article is from 2015. But if you look at it, when they say it's affordable housing, there's 173 units. Only 68 of them are affordable. So the pilot agreement for the clock towers was instituted in 1974 and amended in 2000, and it was due to expire in 2015 when this was written, and then they extended it another 10 years. Now, the end of this article includes a quote by the 5th Ward Councilman Cunningham at the time. I don't know if he's still in or not. That he was supportive of a 3-month extension, but then cautioned the issue of pilot agreements, and Hoboken goes way beyond this example, and that it's not just the clock towers, it's the church towers, it's Marine View. He's really concerned that they're not getting what they should be getting, and said the potential lost taxes could amount to millions. An official list of all of the pilot agreements that are there, but there's about 15 to 20 long-term. Now, I did find that they have done things like create trusts of $500,000 that go into 4 of the public school districts. And that came out of 2 pilot agreements, 770 House and Hoboken Connect. And this was done in 2024 by their mayor, Bahala. And it said it was the first of its kind in New Jersey because traditionally long-term pilot agreements don't provide revenue directly to the school districts. But their operating budget's $102 million, so an annual trust funding of $500,000, it isn't much. But like I said, I'm not super familiar with the area, and I just see some common lines happening between different towns, even though they're completely different demographics as far as population and everything. But the school funding, the pilot agreements with the affordable housing, the really large tax increases. So if you're in that area, do you have any insight into it? Or are you seeing the same commonalities across towns that I am?